I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
If you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
Sunny's dumb. Certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out.
Carrie Underwood is making you look like a bunch of sissies.
Folks, get ready for a wild ride because things are about to get messier by the minute. Sunny Hostin is once again at the center of a major controversy, and this one is massive. Grab your popcorn because it's about to get juicy. Here's the scoop. Country music queen Carrie Underwood has just hit the View with a defamation lawsuit after the hosts went off on her for performing at Donald Trump's inauguration. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, Joe Rogan steps in with a roast that's too good to miss. He didn't hold back, calling out Sunny Hostin and the entire show for being a sensationalist circus. But here's the twist. Carrie's lawsuit is causing some serious ripples, and things are shaking up in ways no one expected. Hold on tight.
It is the show that people love to hate.
Yes, that's true.
They get so much hate watching viral clips of them saying ridiculous things. I mean,
yeah.
it is a rabies infested.
What started as a simple announcement about Carrie Underwood performing at Donald Trump's inauguration quickly spiraled into a full-blown media frenzy, igniting fierce debates, passionate opinions, and some seriously heated exchanges. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about politics. It's about something bigger. How we as a society navigate differing beliefs and opinions, especially in the public eye. Let's rewind for a moment. Carrie Underwood, widely regarded as the country's sweetheart, is known for steering clear of political controversies and keeping her personal views private. So when she announced her decision to perform at Trump's inauguration, it came as a shock to many. Her reasoning? She said it was about promoting love and unity. However, the internet didn't take it well. Some fans accused her of betrayal, while others applauded her for standing firm in her values. Social media erupted, and Carrie found herself at the center of a storm. Here's where things get really interesting. While many celebrities in her position might have stayed silent or backtracked under pressure, Carrie held her ground. But the more she stood firm, the more the backlash grew. Just when it seemed the situation might settle, The View decided to weigh in. And that's when things took a dramatic turn.
It's country music. I think
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't do it, even though I can't sing.
You would not sing?
No, I would not. I would not normalize him. And she says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
A lot of my family voted for Trump. They love the country and vote for him. I think that people make these decisions for a lot of reasons.
Okay, fine. And I would not be the person to say don't do it, because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would not do it. No one's asked me, but that's another story.
I would love for you to do a roast at the Trump inauguration.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no one else had any?
Joy Behar didn't hold back in a recent episode when she questioned Carrie about whether her performance was actually about unity or if it was just a politically motivated move. Let me tell you, that comment set off a chain of events that resulted in havoc on the set as each panelist took sides and the debate spilt onto social media, where millions of viewers watched the fireworks and the internet was buzzing with opinions. But here's the real kicker. In keeping with her poise, Carrie chose not to participate rather than respond angrily or enter a public argument. Feud, she allowed her behavior to speak for her, which only served to fan the flames.
Star Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are. So let's put this in perspective here. Mm-hmm. What do y'all think?
I personally hope we're moving beyond the era of politics where we want to cancel people's livelihoods because we don't like their politics. And whether it was the Dixie Chicks for criticizing George Bush, didn't agree with it then, and Carrie Underwood, if you have a problem, you register your complaint by not downloading her songs and not going to her shows.
Right.
But I also think from a business standpoint, it's not a bad decision for Carrie Underwood. 75 million people voted for Trump. Artists tend to skew left-leaning, so she's overnight going to become an icon of MAGA and the American right. She's probably going to make a lot of money off of it. So I get why she did it.
She was commended by some for her poise under duress. Fans from all political stripes came out in support of Carrie, stating that even if they didn't agree with her decision, they respected her right to make it. One fan even tweeted, "I don't agree with her politics, but I respect her decision to sing at the inauguration. Music should unite." Others were left wondering if her decision to perform was truly a betrayal of her fans and values. However, the story doesn't end there. Country music legend John Rich took to Twitter to defend Carrie, calling her a true artist who exhibits grace and class in the face of hate. Not split eye.
Schedule a spa day.
I'm not even going to tell you what I'm doing. Don't worry. I'm not telling. No, because it was always in the books. Who knew this was going to be the day that it shows? Because it's also a very interesting day, right? The 21st.
It's Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you can choose to celebrate it how you want. You can honor MLK.
I'm going to honor him and at the
get
spa.
a spa.
Well, as long as it's a free country and it holds, I would agree with everybody. It is a free country at the moment.
Well, yeah, but it's up to us to make sure that doesn't start to change.
Yes, right.
Well,
that's
we're trying.
Well, we're trying, yes, and it's important not to forget that we have that right. It is up to us.
Yeah.
Now, there are other people performing too, and I don't really even want to bring it.
And this is where things start to get even more complicated. This controversy isn't just about Carrie performing at a political event. It's a picture of something much larger. Politics has become a barrier to human connection in our society, and this situation raises important questions like whether we can separate an artist's personal beliefs from their work, and when criticism of an artist crosses the line into bullying or character assassination. A much-needed discussion regarding the function of the media was also spurred by the event. The View has the ability to influence public opinion because to its extensive platform, but should they be allowed to openly challenge a public figure's patriotism without facing repercussions? When does a criticism become a personal assault? Joy Bahar's remarks did more than just stir things up. They also sparked a much wider discussion on the function of the media in the divisive environment of today.
Calling for her to be boycotted and canceled. John Rich weighed in, saying there are several top-tier country artists who support Trump, and I wish they'd finally have the balls to come forward and be counted. Ain't nothing outlaw about keeping your mouth shut to appease the record label. Carrie Underwood is making you look like a bunch of sissy boys.
I don't think so, but then you pushed her and she said, yeah, I guess I am.
Well, I said to her, do you believe that women should make the same amount of money as men? Well, I guess I am a feminist.
Yeah, and she said, I guess I am a feminist. So I think people feel pretty strongly about it. I think art is art, and you have a right to perform where you want to perform. I agree with you, Joy. I can't sing a lick, but I certainly, and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no.
Well, they wouldn't ask me, so I have nothing.
Right, yeah.
They're not asking any.
The fallout from this incident has been nothing short of epic. Social media is ablaze with memes, TikToks, viral tweets, and heated debates. One meme perfectly captured the contrast between Carrie Underwood's composed performance and Joy Behar's fiery remarks, with the caption, "Grace under fire versus unfiltered rage." It's clear there's a divide. Those who view Carrie's actions as dignified versus those who interpret them as a political statement. Carrie's supporters have rallied behind her, celebrating her strength and focus amidst the backlash. They admire her refusal to let the drama derail her path. On the other hand, critics of The View have called for accountability, accusing the show of fueling division instead of fostering constructive dialogue. They argue that media platforms like The View should hold themselves to higher standards and avoid fanning the flames of conflict and anger. Meanwhile, a growing group of people in the middle are simply exhausted by all the outrage. They're calling for a shift, urging everyone to step back and stop turning every disagreement into a battleground. As one tweet perfectly summed it up, at the end of the day, it's just music. Why do we keep turning everything into a war zone?
If you know the words, help me out here. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of...
What is the lesson to be learned from all of this? Carrie Underwood's decision to perform at Trump's inauguration has caused a lot of controversy, but it's also bringing attention to something much deeper. Whether you agree with Carrie's politics or not, it's important to remember that she's not backing down, and that takes courage. As for The View, this situation raises some serious questions about how the media shapes public opinion. While talk shows like The View have the right to express their opinions, the bigger question is whether they've gone too far in their treatment of public figures. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Before you leave, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that notification. What does that say about the current state of the media? Was Carrie Underwood's performance at Trump's inauguration appropriate? Do you agree with the criticism? Do you think the media should be held responsible for fostering division? For all the most juicy updates, click bell. This story is not yet finished, and we will keep you updated at every stage.